Would Amos approve? If you're in the economic game, you know exactly what that means. The book is Misbehaving, exceptionally important, whether you agree or disagree, by the giant Richard Thaler of the Chicago Blackhawks and the University of Chicago. Amos was Amos Tversky, a founding giant of the belief that models and mathematical certitude, they simply flat out did not explain the past and the present of our certainty. Our certainty was way overdone coming out of the mathiness of World War II. In the past decades, from Rochester to Chicago, Thaler has been a staunch defender and a piñata for the certain crew. As he said, no, uncertainty matters. We attempt a fair discussion with Mr. Thaler this morning. Thrilled to have you here. Did you stay up and watch every minute of the Blackhawks?
No, thanks to you guys. I missed the third period. Tried to get my beauty sleep, which I need every minute of.
Well, your book is controversial. I want to get to one of the great quotes. Colby, bring up the quote here right now. This is the reality of what you do at Booth School and University of Chicago. One of the things MBAs learn in business school is to think like an economist, but they also forget that it's like to think like a human. This is another example of Kahneman and Tversky's notion of theory-induced blindness. Are we smarter with you and Schiller than we were back in the nascent days of behavioral economics?
Are we smarter?
Are we smarter? Are we wiser in our certitude and uncertainty?
Well, I think we're wiser because we're less certain. I say oftentimes in the book that the rational models are fine. We need them.
We need Bob Lucas.
We need them because they present a framework that we can dismantle. And the efficient market hypothesis, there's nothing wrong with studying it. It's absolutely necessary. The danger is in believing it's true.
Let me bring
Can
you
I
in here.
editorialize? I 100% agree with what he just said.
You always do editorialize. But yes, you may also this time.
Right now.
I think when you agree with me...
No, I agree with you that you got to study the certitude to get to the uncertainty that's there. I mean, that's the heart of it.
He's an econ. This is Priya Misra from Bank of America Merrill Lynch, deals with bond market strategy and so forth. Are bond market investors being rational right now, or are they being human?
I think they're being human. They're looking at moves. They're looking that carry has disappeared in the bond market. If rates are going to rise another 20 basis points for no apparent reason, does it make sense to really jump in?
Moves like this in the market, Richard Thaler, how do you analyze them?
I'm far from an expert in the bond market, but why anyone's holding bonds is a mystery to me.
It's a great diversification asset.
I think we're just about to see a Thaler tantrum. That's about to happen. We're going to watch that on the screen right now.
No, I don't think so. But I mean, why I should pay the government to hold my money is not clear to me.
Let me jump in. The great fight in American politics, or one of them, is to see who gets to write the Econ 101 textbook. It's as far as most of us get in economics. Has your work made it into Econ 101 yet? Has it changed how the vast majority of American college students understand the discipline?
I think where we are is most Econ 1 textbooks now have a chapter saying, by the way, there is this other way of thinking.
That's Michigan.
Yeah.
That's a joke. Excuse me. If you're listening this morning.
That's where you start. That's where you start. Econ 101 textbooks are about 10 years behind the leading journals.
I want to focus on words I circle with the great work of you and Schiller and others over the years. I hate the word hope in economics. I hate the word fair in economics. You devote a whole chapter to fair. All my radar goes up when politicians talk about fair. But one of them as well is just the certitude of risk and uncertainty. What have you learned from the financial crisis? How is Richard Thaler different now from where you were in July of 2007?
I think in some ways I'm the same as Greenspan in the sense that I was worried, he wasn't, and we both moved in the direction of realizing just how bad things could be. And I think we were both surprised, him more than me, that people in the financial sector just weren't paying enough attention to counterparty risk.